peace, gratitude, and highest heart love. Welcome to the YouTube live book reading of Animal Speak. Learn the language of the animals, the magical and spiritual powers of creatures great and small. I'm your moderator and narrator, Uriel. Divine Rising. Peace, everyone. We pick up at page 132 at the top. Cuckoo. Cuckoo! Peace, everyone. Welcome. All right. Cuckoo. Keynote. Heralding a new fate. Cycle of power. Spring. In every European language, the name of this bird was chosen because of the sound it makes. Its call is the spring mating song of the male. As you will see, his song has always been associated with a heralding of new fate. On yet another level, its song indicates that you should hone your listening skills. There will be things unsaid by those around you that, if you listen, you will learn about them. Listen to what is not being said. Trust your hearing. The cuckoo is a relative of the roadrunner, and you may wish to study it to find even more connections to your own life. A study of the colors of the cuckoo that has come into your life will also provide insight into the role or the new fate about to unfold. Usually, it is the color of the bill that stands out most strongly. The bill is usually either yellow or black. It reflects how your own communication should be. If it is a black-billed cuckoo, you may want to be extra cautious about what you say and to whom. If it is yellow, it may reflect a time of sharing knowledge that is about to approach. The cuckoo no longer builds its own nest. In Europe, the cuckoo acts much like the cowbird in that it will lay its eggs in the nest of other birds. It will usually choose a nest with eggs that match its own color. The American cuckoo does not do this. Anytime a cuckoo shows up, though, it will reflect a change in home or family. Something new will be heralded within that environment. The cuckoo is one of the few birds that will touch the fuzzy, hairy caterpillar. It is not bothered by the outer covering. For those with this totem, this reflects opportunity to develop the ability to assimilate that which could not be before. It can reflect less sensitivity to others and an increased ability to get beneath the surface. It reflects opportunities to experience the real person, regardless of outer appearances. The cuckoo will also eat the very destructive tent caterpillars. It thus can often reflect lessons associated with eliminating what has been eating at us, and so that we can experience new life. It can reflect a time of eliminating the negative in our life, again, heralding a new spring, if only symbolically. The cuckoo is a slow and deliberate bird. It has a gracefully curved bill and a unique arrangement of toes on its feet. It has two toes in the front and two toes in the back. It provides balance and stability. Together, these qualities reflect a need not to look for the quick and easy. It reflects a new spring arising, but to move with its energy slowly and deliberately. The cuckoo is a bird that can teach us how to allow the flow of life and all of its rhythms to unfold easily and gracefully. It teaches how to not to suffer in our own growth. By approaching life slowly and deliberately, everything unfolds in the time, manner, and means most beneficial for us. The cuckoo has long been a symbol of new fate and conditions within the lives of humans. Most of the old beliefs center around its song, and when it is heard, it was considered good luck to have money on you when its first call of the spring is heard. It is still believed by many that if you make a wish on its song, it will be fulfilled. Whatever you are doing when you first hear its song, you should do frequently throughout the year for good luck. The call was considered a sign that activity would be beneficial to you. For single people, the number of calls or notes would often indicate the number of years the person would be unmarried or have to wait to be married. If the cuckoo sound came from the right, it could reflect good luck, but if it came from the left, many believed it indicated an ill fate. Even today, especially in Europe, many believe you can predict rain accurately by its call. At one time, it was even called the rain crow. In Sweden, the direction from which it was heard would reflect specifically the kind of fate that would likely ensue. If the cuckoo was heard in the north, it would indicate sorrow. If it was heard in the east, it would reflect consolation. If it came from the south, death, and from the west, good luck. Usually, if a bird or animal has this much folklore and mythology about it, it is worth examining. It usually reflects dynamic archetypal energies that, even if not fully understood, are definitely felt. Peace, peace. Working with the cuckoo can help you to use it and its song to help you to understand what new fate is coming into your life. It is a bird that can teach the gift of intuitive heraldry. All right, now we're moving on to doves. We are in the bottom of page 133 for those reading along. Thank you for the likes and subs. Hi, it's Heart Love. We are at doves. All right. Keynote: feminine energies of peace, maternity, and prophecy. Cycle of power, dawn and dusk. The dove has a tremendous wealth of lore and legend surrounding it. Most of its centers are around all of the traditional feminine and mother symbols. In the Greek tradition, Aphrodite was born from the egg brooded by a dove. The oracles of Dodona, which Alexander sought, were founded by a dove. To the Slavs, the soul would become a dove at death. To the alchemists, it was a symbol of sublimation. To the Christians, it is a symbol of peace, while to early pagans, it was a symbol for the yoni or female sex organs. It has been associated with female sexuality through such goddesses as Astarte and Isis. Because of its association with many goddesses, it was considered the embodiment of the maternal instinct. The name dove has been given to oracles and to prophets. The prophet sent to Nineveh as God's messenger was called Jonah, or the dove. To the Pueblo Indians, it was also honored. Its feathers were often worn and used in prayer sticks. The mournful song of the dove was considered an invocation to water and an indication to men where water could be found. Again, we have the ancient symbol for the maternal in the connection to water. Its song would signify water holes or springs to which the dove must return at dusk to drink. The song of the dove speaks to all who hear it. Its mournful tones stir the emotions, the internal waters. During the summers as a child, I loved being up before others had arisen. I remember stepping out the front door, the morning sun soft, and from the woods surrounding the house would come the sweet, sad song of the morning dove. It's always seemed to stir a sense of promise. The dove is actually a smaller copy of the now extinct passenger pigeon. A study of its qualities will help you in understanding the significance of the dove in your own life. The dove is also a ground feeder, reflective of keeping contact with Mother Earth and the creative possibilities of the feminine energies on Earth. Its diet is mostly seeds, but it will eat stones that accumulate in the gizzard to help with digestion. Those with a dove as a totem will find it beneficial that they eat bulk to aid their own digestive and creative processes. The brood of the dove consists of 2 eggs. 2 is traditional number for the feminine and creative energies. A study of numerology as applied to doves will add even more insight for you. The dove song is its most distinctive characteristic. The voice of the dove is the rain song. Out of its mourning, it invokes new waters of life. Its song should remind us that no matter what our life conditions, new waters and new life are still possible. The Earth is a female planet, and this should remind us that creation and new birth is available to all of us upon it. The mourning dove helps us to remember that. Although its song is heard throughout the day, it seems more distinct at dawn and dusk. These are the between times, a time in which there is a thinning of the veils between the physical and the spiritual, the past and the future. The dove can help you to use these times to see the creation process active within our own life. The song of this totem tells you to mourn what has passed, but awaken to the promise of the future. It is a bird of prophecy and can help you to see what you can give birth to in your life. All right, this will be the last one that we will do for this reading today. It's ducks. Ooh, we love ducks. Yes. Thank you for reading with us. Peace, Lindsay. Oh my goodness, Lindsay. I love. Peace, goddess. Thank you so much. She is a wonderful, magical, legendary yogi. If you guys are in the Kansas City area, go see Lindsay May. All right. Peace, Lindsay Mays. Thank you so much. All right, ducks. Bottom of page 134. Everyone reading along. Thank you so much, Lindsay. Let me make you a mod. So, I love my mods. Thank you for reading with us. Thank you so much. Peace. All right, here we go. Ducks. Keynote: emotional comfort and protection. Cycle of power. Spring and summer. The duck is probably the most common waterfowl. Because of its connection to water, it is linked to the feminine energies, the astral plane, and to the emotional state of humans. Water is necessary for all life on Earth. Nothing can live without it. Ducks can remind us to drink of the waters of life, as well as to nurture our own emotional natures. All breeds of ducks swim. Some can dive as deep as 100 feet. Others eat by dipping under the water, reminding us we can find sustenance in our emotions. All ducks live near or on the water, except the wood duck. On land, they do not move as well. For those with a duck as a totem, it may reflect an inability to feel comfortable with most people in your life. It may reflect a need to find comfort in your own element with those of life, mind, and spirit. Ducks can remind us that we are going to have such an opportunity. Ducks have played important roles in other countries and cultures, and this may reflect past life connections. The Egyptians were the first to domesticate ducks. The Chinese pioneered the art of duck raising. These are but two simple examples that could be explored. The colors of the duck can help you in determining specifically the role it will play in your life. Most ducks are a variety of colors, ranging from white to the rich blue-green iridescent of mallards and wood ducks. Peace. Thank you so much. Welcome, YouTube. Thank you for the likes and subs. We're pushing for 500 subs. Thank you guys so much for the support. Eyes, heart, love. The mallard is one of the most prolific ducks. It is probably good that it is so because it is also one of the most widely hunted. They can be very amiable and display a wide variety of emotions. They are also easily imprinted. For several years, I participated in an Adopt a Duck program run by the Dayton Museum of Natural History every Easter. The mallards would be raised until old enough to be released into the wild to help repopulate certain areas. They would follow me around the house and yard. I was, to all purposes, their father and mother. They have a great ability to show affection, and they are very community oriented. They like having others around. They will also return to wherever they feel safe and comfortable. Ducks can sometimes remind us to return to those parts of ourself or those activities that we feel safe and comfortable in as well. During the summer, most male mallards go through an eclipse phase, a period in which they are flightless. During this time, They wear the drab plumage of the female for extra protection in the rearing of the young. Even the young take to the water easily, and it reminds us not to close off our emotional sides. We should be as willing to explore our emotions as every other aspect in our life. The wood duck is also a colored wild duck. It has a iridescence to its feathers that reflect a kind of spirituality that will open up to you as you begin to come into your own element. Wood ducks all perch in trees in some extent, and they have toes on their webbed feet to help them in climbing. The wood ducks nest in hollow branches and large woodpecker type holes above and away from the water. How the young get out of the nest and into the water is difficult to say, although it is generally accepted that the ducklings can do jump down from the trees alone. Wood ducks, in general, have many intriguing habits, more than can be covered in this work. As you study them, you will find ways of applying their habits to your own life. All ducks have a grace upon water, and as a totem, they can help you to handle your own emotions with greater grace and comfort. They serve to teach you how to maneuver through various waters of life. Many psychologists and their therapists could do no better than to have a duck as a totem to assist them in helping others move through their emotional tangles. And that's where we'll pause today's reading. I want to give a shout out to that Gemini energy, highest heart love. We have the new moon here, and it's time for releasing and the renewal. Shouting highest heart love to all my friends and family. I love you so much. I love you. I love you so much. Here's a picture of the wood duck. Before we close out for the day, I'll read the caption underneath. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for reading books. It says, the wood duck. Wood ducks are unique among all ducks in that they can climb trees and actually will live in them. As with all ducks, though, they can help us connect with the archetypal energies that can help us develop a greater sense of emotional comfort and protection in our lives. All right, so we close out for the day and pause at page 136 at the bottom. We're going to do one reading and one reading alone for this next section as I dedicate this to my daughter for her 19th birthday. I love you so much, Isis. Highest heart love. And that reading will be on the eagle. As you see back here, threw up the eagle blanket. It's all about reverence. It's all about reverence. So, I want you to have a wonderful day. Hope you've accumulated some beautiful flowers and as well as some beautiful feathers, right? We're looking down and looking up when we take our walks. We look up, we see what resonates with us. And we look down and we're like, oh, here's a beautiful feather. Oh, this one's from a pigeon or a blackbird. And we pick it up and give reverence. I want you to have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for reading with us. We'll be back here soon. Shaking it up in the world. I love you so much. Peace, everyone. I'll see you soon. Thank you, Lindsay. Lindsay. Peace. Y'all have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Thank you.